I'm back, and yeah, this been I kind of even didn't want to really do, to be honest, because at this point it's kind of becoming a jokey, punchy bag. Like AEW is kind of like a punchy bag at this point. Like I don't know, like Tony Khan, he needs some people to take care and control some things, because having to run a whole fucking show by himself, going out through every single talent and like trying to take care of some things on that roster cannot be easy at this point. But it's like, I get it. With every 3 years, I get it. But like, it can't be that hard with taking control of people who acting like children. Like, even though he kinda acted like a mature one, CM Punk was right when he said he's working with fucking children. That's basically what it is. Like, it doesn't even feel like All Elite Wrestling when it comes to Backstage. Is it really? I have to start call All Elite Kindergarten or All Elite Elementary, like Son of Monster. Go check out his channel, by the way. Just a little plug. But that's what he said. All Elite Elementary, with people with the principal con suspending Matt, Nick, Kenny, and Phil due to something that their parents, I guess we could say, trying to sue the school and stuff. Then you get some fucking kids, another set of kids going around making threats and stuff, and then going around to the school, they beat people, and then the principal kind of has to send one of them home and such stuff like that. Oh my fucking god. And if you guys are not getting into what I'm saying, this is pretty much what I'm gonna be saying about the Andrade Sammy Guevara backstage fight, the issues that they have. And it's so fucking eerie to know this issue happens 1 month after probably the blackest day in AEW in terms of backstage with CM Punk and Dealing. Just 1 day month after, on that exact day, like on the anniversary on Dynamite. Like, ugh. So, to get some contents here, what, what really happened? Um, I'm gonna take some notes for the sit down interview that Andrade had about his standing with AEW, about his match with number 10. He was supposed to have a match with number 10 of the Dark Order in like a match versus career. Like, if Andrade won, number 10 would have been on match, and if 10 won, Andrade will lead AEW. I think that was the stipulation. And Andrade had this on his standing with AEW. It's like he says it's difficult. I was in WWE and I had a big contract and they offered me an even better contract, but I rejected because I wanted to continue growing. That's why I chose to go to AEW, but right now I feel a little more stagnant and I want more. I feel like I'm going through what I was going through WWE right now. Although I have a great contract and the schedule is good because the WWE schedule is unimaginable. People believe once you wrestle once a week, but you wrestle non-televised matches in other cities and countries. Right now it's difficult because I want more in AEW. There's a lot of stuff happening, including people say I want to go back to Triple H, and he even said like we get on good terms. When he gave me opportunity in NXT, he helped me a lot, and when I spoke to him when I requested my release, we were in good terms back then. So he kind of said like, and I agree, like I don't think his AEW run, like for a year and a half that he's been there, has been the most sterling. Because it's not. Most of the time, that guy was fucking kept off of television. Like he was kept on off TV, and when he was there, he was just the mid card acts. Like so many fucking like Black, Malachi Black, Miro. Who fucking else? Even some of the non-WWE, so like Wardle, who has been mostly off TV. He's been on TV recently, but more. But like, yeah, like there's been a lot of fucking guys that AEW has not used on television that they could do a lot more with, and Andrade is one of them. And he's even, and I have no doubts. He wants to come back to WWE and especially with being under Triple H, right? And if you had like at number one in Triple H and at number two with Tony Khan is like a movie thing, you probably won't go with at number one. Like, and he even said they are in good terms right now and they're good relationship. But it's like, here's the thing, like you already have like when, but it's like he's saying this and there's been people like MJF and there's been, I have no doubts that there are people in that company that I don't know if they want to stay and like probably wants to get out of there. And it's like you have people saying like Andrade saying he wants to go back publicly, like MJF like he's saying teaching on TV, like they're taking, it's like they're fucking taking advantage of this fucking company. Like they're that like it's like it's making AEW look less than like us, less than a viable second wrestling company. Like they're making them less a viable thing. Like what the fuck? And then he's saying the interview where he claimed he wasn't about his incident with Sammy Guevara after Guevara allegedly he was hit it too hard during a match, which I don't even know which match he was pointing. Maybe a triple threat match between. I think I remember triple threat between Guevara, Andrade, and Darby Allin. That was like a rampage, like earlier this year. I think this was like in fucking March, and like he claimed he was in a bad altercation, which then leads to Sammy Guevara opening on his Twitter and said this about Andrade. He said, "You didn't say shit to me, you liar, but here's some to you ungrateful prick. You would be jobless if it wasn't you that in-law. You would be anything what he said if it wasn't for you father-in-law, which is Ric Flair. Are you mad? Are you really mad at me or mad at yourself for failing to get over for a second time? Just go back to WWE like you all know you want to do and fuck off." It, you know what pissing me off about this whole thing? That tweet should have been indication. And Andrade, I think he said like, I think Andrade has said like, "I say it to your face. If you have a problem and you say nothing, I won't beat you up because don't be scared. When I say something and I'm not scared to get fired." And I think he even said that he was coming for him. And so then that led to Dynamite's anniversary show, which was at the time of this recording like a week and a half. So so like, and TMC reported this. So they must have some legit source when it comes to this. So TMC says that Andrade and Idolo and Sammy Guevara were in a backstage fight prior to Dynamite. Reportedly, words were exchanged between Andrade and Guevara. Then Guevara, well, I'm gonna like stop because it wasn't like it was actually tried to intimidate. Then like so like so this was some there were different stories about this whole backstage fight. Dave Meltzer said like Tuesday night they were like on that the night prior to that show they were taught to into it. Both of them were told not to fight. And I told this was your video. You're not getting fired. You will be sent home. And like Andrade said like there was not gonna be any fight. And then Tuesday night, and then like they go backstage like Sammy like they didn't throw punching and like Andrade was waiting for Sammy in the hallway, and then I'm sure like they had like different arguments and stuff, and apparently the more reports I'm seeing, it definitely seems towards that Andrade hit the punch first at Sammy. But I think what Sammy was like kind of like tried to like poking the guy up. That's why I think what happened, trying to poke the guy, and then Andrade just had and then just sucker punch him. But and then the fight happened. There was security, I think, and Sammy was not even. Sammy was on the fucking show. He was in the main event on that Dynamite show and fucking went over. He got the pin. I think it was like on Bryan Danielson. Like, I think it was Daniel Garcia. I don't know, but he got the pin for a victory here. And and just celebrated like acting like he won the fucking World Cup or like something like that. And yes, another fucking backstage fight. And what pisses me off about this whole thing, that tweet from Sammy about Andrade should give you a dead giveaway to Tony Khan. And it's like, it's almost like the if Tony Khan did have like a mean asshole and tried to take out the store the roster, then some of these people don't have probably have any respect for Tony. Like they're taking advantage of it. They're like kind of laughing at him. And at a certain point, I can't really blame it because like Tony Khan just literally had to sit there next to his top star CM Punk, ranting and rapping while he was going off mostly half of that roster, calling them shit, and Tony Khan having to sit there and having to listen to him. That was more damaging than any of the backstage fight between CM Punk and the Elite had. So I kind of get it, but it's like, dude, like, he's your fucking boss. Like, that should get their giveaway to Tony that something bad was going to go happen, and he didn't do anything. Like he even I think he said like, if one of them gets fired, I will not fire any of you guys. If and for Andrade specifically, he was going to send him home, which is like. I think Tony has said recently that he's not going to give any people any releases. Like, he's not going to grant any of the AEW roster any releases. I think that's what he said. And, like, look, he has to be in a really difficult spot. When it comes to Andrade, specifically, like, you know he probably wants to get out of there. Like he wants to go back to WWE. And you like don't want to fire him. And I don't know the extent of Andrade's contract of like I think there's some report that say he had a 2-year contract, or some people say it's until June 2024. Is kind of conflict, but yeah, like normally in this case you have to send him home, and like just fucking send Andrade home, pay enough well now, and just have him sit out the rest of his contract where it's next year or the year after that. But it's like Tony Khan should take him. Like he logically he should at least suspend it like Sammy, because like not even put Sammy in the fucking main event of the Dynamite show and fucking have him go over Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia. Like, you starting to see a pattern with Sammy. Like, he has a problem having recurring trouble with other people. Like, then this fucking guy had a backstage altercation with Eddie Kingston, and Eddie got suspended for doing much worse than this. Like, good God, like what, like, seriously, like, this is a joke. This is a fucking joke, and like, this dark crowd, this dark background, you can say, it started to reflect this dark cloud that is on this fucking company, this fucking backstage drama, and Ricky started, I think, tweeted and then the lyrics say like, can most of my coworkers just shut up and not say anything in public? Like every the public on the laundry, like, and I have to feel mostly AW roster feels this way. Like, good fucking god, man. This is again fucking embarrassing. Like, we just went off for like all the bullshit and this dark cloud that was the CM Punk Elite Backstage drama. We come back Monday, we get another fucking similar path to this with Andrade and Sammy Guevara. Like, good god. And they had to know what they were getting themselves into by letting Sammy go on TV and having WrestleMania, knowing that the crowd was going to shit all over him. Because of what he did. Because what he did, like he sent Andrade home, but he's not even gonna send Sammy did. And now even all tried to punish the guy. Like, that, like, what the fuck is going on with this company? This backstage fucking drama and all this fucking bullshit in the locker room. Like, Tony Khan has to get them some of the wrestlers, like, probably like put it on social media training and like try to tell them like what to say and what not to say fucking publicly, and try to get some fucking control with your roster, because this is probably going to continue for the months to come if he doesn't handle this sooner rather than later. If he doesn't get like a fucking person to work around some of the issues backstage, we gonna hear more of this fucking backstage bullshit in the fucking drama in the fucking locker room of AEW. Like, this is gonna keep happening. Tony Khan doesn't fucking handle this and like a leader. Like, if he doesn't take control of this shit. Just fucking embarrassing for Andrade, for Sammy, for all parties involved in AEW. And Tony Khan, like, continues, like, taking up another big dark cloud again. Just after he had to fucking sit there and deal with the backstage drama with Punk and the Elite. And now with this again. It just fucking, it's starting to becoming a punching bag with this fucking company. It needs to fucking stop. And that's all I'm going to have to say. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think about this bullshit, what Tony Khan needs to do in the comment section below. And as always, I'm Jason Marinius, and I approve this message.